folks, Fat Guy Flies RC. All right, a little bit different of a video today, or review today. I was having a really horrible day yesterday. Just bad things, work, and this, that, and the other. Doubting why am I doing this channel and everything, and just having a pity party. Okay, I'll be honest. I was down on my own feelings. So, came out of the field, everything was a bust, nothing worked right. Went home, disgusted. You know, basically being spoiled. Got home, started watching some videos, read some reviews. Some guys on some said, "Hey, we appreciate what you do, and what we love your videos. We've learned so much from you. Really good stuff." And that really made me feel good. And then,
watch how you're holding your plane. Keep putting it in front of your face.
Okay. See, my camera pressure, she helps me. Well, anyway, so I'm watching some videos, and I came across a channel that just absolutely gave me a 180-degree on my attitude. Saw a channel called RCplanes with Dad. Man named Tim and his son Sager starting a simple little channel. I think they got like 20-something videos, but it's just him and his son opening up some planes, putting them together, okay, and then going out and flying them. The pure essence of why we're out here, celebrating the best hobby that God ever created us, in my opinion. Yeah, I keep floating out. In my opinion, and passing it on, and to hear the son's voice when he was flying the little Hobby Zone Carbon Cub S2, he's like, "Oh, I like it. It was so," and he'd gotten used to smaller planes, and now he was flying his first big boy plane, and he would just to hear the excitement in his voice. Just, I'm not going to say it put a tear in my eye, but it made me very emotional. I was very moved by seeing the joy, hearing the joy in his boy's voice, hearing the joy. And then the excitement in his dad's voice of sharing the hobby with his son. And that's what it's all about, folks. That's what it's all about. So, Mr. Tim and Mr. Sager, this flight's for you. And I have a surprise for you. This is a two-part video. We're going to be doing an entirely different kind of plane next, and we're going to have it all in one video. But first, I want to take up a very, very agile, very good flying, high wing trainer type plane, similar to your Hobby Zone Carbon Cub S2, but this was a little more sportier, and we're going to take it up and have some fun. Remember, this is for you, Tim, and you, Sager.
Motors armed.
Right, left, up, down, right, left. And one part of the video, the dad was telling him, make sure you check your control surfaces. I'm like, teaching him right off the bat. All right, we'll go ahead with the grass, since this is a very grass capable plane. I'm running a 2700 China Hobby 4S in here. All right, timer set for 4 minutes. We're gonna cut it short and take it up and have some fun with it. As you can see, it's a very agile plane. I have not flown this plane in a long time. Need a little bit of up elevator, a little bit of trim. I don't think I got my battery where I normally like to have it. But she'll slow right down. Very little elevator needed for inverted. All right. See if we can't do a pop top here. Well, not quite what I wanted for a pop top. There.
I don't know that I caught that one.
Try it again.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
There we go. And this is what you can do with a high wing trainer. Now I've got everything set for maximum throws, maximum deflection. So it definitely does make a difference. And I took the E-Flite Timber wheels off. And right before the flight, I put the original OG wheels on there. They're hard foam, so you're gonna have some bounce. Not too bad. If you do a 3-point landing or try to get that tail to touch first, it negates a lot of that bounce. But I put the OG wheels on there just because they look cool without riding on the side. All right. Whoa. Now, just so you know, this one is not a sponsored plane. This plane was purchased out of my back pocket, just like Mr. Tim and Sager. They're paying for their planes. Well, I paid for this one too. So y'all do me a favor. I'll put a link to their channel in the description of the video here. Please check them out. Show them some love. Give them a like and subscribe. I mean, y'all can trash me all you want, but enjoy them.
Take off. Time remains.
Not that anybody trashes me. Everybody's pretty... it's one thing about the RC community, made up of a lot of good people. Now, I guess I get trolls once in a while that want to be mean, but they're just serving themselves and trying to make themselves feel better. I got the flaps down right now, enjoying a little bit of wind surfing, as I like to call it, putting it into the wind, flaps down, and just almost going backward. If I had a little bit stronger of a wind, could probably go backwards.
Flaps up.
A little bit vertical there. That's high enough. Remember, the rule is pretty simple as far as telling how far away you can fly. If you can't tell what the plane's doing, you're too far away. This plane features vortex generators that you have to glue on, but they are an absolute lifesaver. They slow that plane right down. Let's walk the dog a little bit.
One minute.
All right, let's go ahead and land it and go over our rates and everything. And like I say, Tim and Sager, y'all helped me out with just your innocent love of the plane, of this channel, of the hobby. There we go. That's how you, you know what, we're gonna do that one more time. I'm gonna demonstrate that. How you help negate, when you've got hard wheels like that, try and negate some of that bounce. If you kind of do like a carrier landing, and watch me not be able to do it this time.
30 seconds. Seconds.
There you go. All right, basically what you're trying to do is pull off a 3-point landing. If you can do that, I say it's a 3-point landing, it's a semi.
Braking.
Oh yeah, it's got reverse. If you have that tail wheel grab that ground a millisecond before the mains touch, it kind of pulls it out of the sky, and since your wheels are almost there already, it negates a whole lot of that bounce that high wing trainer type planes are famous for, especially when they've got these rock hard tires. And I got some grass or something down there. All right, let's go over our rates. We had 16 seconds left on a 4-minute timer, but I've got a much older battery in there, so I wanted to be easier on it. 16 seconds left. Let me show you my flying rates real quick. All right, high rates. That's all I fly in anymore. 125 on the ailerons with 30% expo elevator. 100% with 30% expo, and rudder 100% with 30% expo also. Flap settings, I did not use my takeoff flaps, I don't think so, but here's my flap settings anyways. Okay, flaps up, 100% no mix. Takeoff flaps. -50 with a 15% down elevator mix. Landing 50%, +50 with a 25% down elevator mix. 2-second deployment on that.
Takeoff flaps.
All right.
Landing flaps.
Flaps up. Landing flaps.
It's not as down as far as this one. They're a little uneven.
Flaps up.
I knew they didn't look the same.
They're not.
Landing
Now I look at them. I just need to mechanically adjust them. This one doesn't go down as far as this one does.
flaps up.
So that changes how they look visually. I just need to manually adjust it, but it's a very forgiving plane. All right, forward program, you got to make sure your throttle cuts on. All right. Let me go ahead and capture my AS3X. Okay. I had AS3X on, but I didn't. But I had the roller all the way down, so my AS3X was not going because I had my roller all the way to 0. So my roll pitching, y'all, 0. So who knows? I turn it up, who knows how it would have flown, but still flew good. It's a very stable plane. So the maximum of what roll pitching, y'all, would be 40, 50, and 60%, but I had the roller all the way down, which is where they're adjustable, so they were at 0. So who knows what the gains were? Because I haven't had it at 0, so gains were at 0. Priority all at 160 on roll pitching, y'all. That's set. I don't do anything with heading, and gain sensitivity, one-time gains. This is an older AS3X Plus program. So this doesn't have stop, lock, and release rate on it. I need to upgrade that receiver. Alrighty, so that's that. Let's go over our CG, and I'll show you battery replacement, and I'll show you how much is left in the tank. And just so you know, the receiver is an AR630 antenna receiver. I've got it right back there on that little tray sideways. Hot glued in. I think it's hot glued in. CG is 50 to 60 millimeters back from the leading edge root of the wing, or leading edge of the wing. And if you'll put, you've got this hard, where the black wing strut attaches, there's a hard plastic plate back there, and there's a silver tape. If you'll feel for that, the edge of that silver tape there, that's your perfect midpoint on that CG. So put it there. So I guess that'd be 55, and that puts it perfect. Absolutely perfect. So 55 millimeters back where I have, but that's only relevant to where you have your battery. So, as you can see, are you in autofocus now?
Set it down. Yes, I'm in autofocus.
Okay.
Set it down.
All right.
I'm going to check the battery anyway.
Yeah, there's where I have the battery. That is an older China Hobby. That battery there has been used and abused. They're good batteries, and they're a lot cheaper in price. Not cheaper in quality, but cheaper in price than most of the competition out there. 2700 4S. Okay, still got 59% left with 38, 38, or 39, 39, 39 per cell. All right, like I said, that's an older battery. When the battery is turned, I couldn't tell you how many cycles is on that battery. Couldn't even begin to tell you. All right, well, that's the first, I got my butt in your face. That's the first part of this video. Stay right there. I got something really cool as the second half of this plane, second half of this video, this tribute to RC Planes with Dad. And we'll be right back with the second half. This is going to be cool. Well, hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC. And by the way, the name of my channel, of course, is Fat Guy Flies RC. A lot of y'all just call me Guy or FG, or don't. Some people say I don't want to say that. My name is Greg. If you want to just say Greg, that's fine. But it's Fat Guy Flies RC. All right, this is part of the 2-part fusion flight of tribute to RC Planes with Dad, Tim, and Sager. This is their channel. This is the second part of the tribute to their channel. They're just a great father-son team. And show them some love. Check out their channel. All right, guys. Tim and Sager, F-22 90mm version 2. Dedicating this flight to you and your channel. To Tim and his son.
Motor hot. Be careful.
KM model afterburner inside there is 6000 HRB. Winds are out of the west, going down here to the east end of the field. And Tim and Sager, this is what I'm hoping. To me, the pinnacle of RC is two parts, or two things: jets and 3D
Take off
planes.
flaps.
So this is
Starting this
something I'm
plane.
hoping y'all can aspire to do. Hoping this will inspire you to stay at it and eventually work your way into these amazing, wonderful jets. And this right here is probably my favorite jet I own, period. Between this one and the FMS Avanti 90.
Flaps up. The gear is underway.
Take it up. Cut the motor. Gonna glide by. Hit the motor. Take it out the road here. A little bit of a knife edge here. A little bit of one. All right, gonna make a fast pass right down the runway. Well, I'm kind of high. There we go. All right, we're gonna take it up now. Take it up.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
And Cobra. You catch that, Cobra? All right.
Gear down and ready to land. Landing flaps.
Don't even need brakes.
Flaps up.
All right, now what we're gonna do this time, we're gonna go down here, we're gonna try to have lift off towards the middle of the runway, and then we're gonna go straight vertical with it. Camera Precious is like, thank you for telling me ahead of time what you're gonna do. All right. But we're not gonna use, well, yeah, we'll use takeoff flaps for that. All right, and we're gonna try to go straight vertical out towards the road, kind of straight vertical. We'll see.
Flaps up. The gear is underway.
Now remember, this is not the 8S, this is the 6S. All right, now we're gonna have some momentum, we're gonna do the same thing.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
All right, we're gonna have to edit some of the video because, all right, we're gonna try it again, going up right now. Going all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. Motor's off. Oh man, I can hear that plane even all the way out here. About third throttle right now. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Gear down and ready to land.
I'll do a touch and go this time.
1 minute.
Okay, well, we're gonna do a touch and go without the touch. How about that? Sometimes it be like that, man.
Landing flaps.
For the love of flight. Nose wheel gyro working its magic. Don't even need reverse thrust, but let me show you that it has it.
Braking. Cruise mode.
Alrighty.
Flaps up. Braking. 20 seconds. Cruise mode.
All right, let me go over my rates. Got 20 seconds left on a 4-minute timer. Let me go ahead and go over my rates with you. Flying rates, ailerons 100%, 30% expo. Elevator 100%, 30% expo. Rudder 100%, 30% expo. Flap systems. Okay, there is a mix. Flaps up, negative 100%. Takeoff.
Takeoff flaps.
Negative 20 with a 4% down elevator mix. Landing 60%, 8% down elevator mix, 2-second deployment.
Flaps up.
All right. Forward programming.
Motor off and safe to touch.
Got to have the motor off. All right. Really like my settings just then. Let me go ahead and capture my AS. Hey, honey. Oh, wait, no, I got them captured. I got them set because I captured them last time. Roll, pitch, and yaw. 17, 22, and 26 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Good, I captured them last time. Priority all at 100 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Heading, I don't have to do anything with heading. Stop lock, I have that all at 50 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Roll, pitch, and yaw. I don't do anything with release rate. One-time gains. Now the nose wheel gyro, it has a 50% window and a 50% gain, and it is fixed. It is not tied to my adjustable knob. It has a 180 priority. Alrighty, let's go over CG and some of the other features of the plane. We've already gone over flaps. I had 20 seconds left on a 4-minute timer, 6,000. Do CG first. CG on the plane it's actually has raised CG marks on the wing, but I wrote it down anyways, 150 from the leading edge root, which is right here. So, put my fingers there, and I'm hoping for slightly tail heavy, or to level. All right, and base, huh? Pretty level, maybe favoring tail heavy. All right, now, if you look, I'm gonna get close here. Look at how the elevators meet the back of those triangular portions right there. See how that elevator just slightly down? Get on the autofocus there. All right. You see on either end here where I'm pointing, on both ailerons, how it's slightly down? That is your neutral point that I have found works best. Okay? Something else on the plane. And this is my saying works great for gray planes. These are quick connect wings. If all you see on these pegs, if all you see is gray, it's okay. You see white, it ain't right. Okay, you can see the white there now? If you see white, it ain't right. White means no fly. Okay, because if that happens, you got white on both them pegs, that wing's gonna come off mid-flight and you're gonna have a very bad day. Of course, you have slime lights, the full light package, landing light in the front, plastic cladding on some of the key wear points on the plane. They didn't do it, which I'm really surprised by that, because they did this with the 80 and the 70, if I remember right. You don't have plastic cladding here. You got some here, but not right here. And I'm really surprised they got it here and here, but not there, which I thought that was strange. And the water-based paint, I have a clear coat on here and it's still chipped off. So once you put it together, put a good, healthy clear coat on this thing, because you can see my paint already came off right there. Okay, that's just the antenna or zip tie mod I did to grab the battery hatch. All right, some of these, yeah, and that's just a zip tie that I lopped off and then fed through there. That way I can grab that instead of, it looks like an antenna. All right, this is the KM model afterburner. This blue and yellow wire that's hooked to the back of the motor. That is the 6000 HRB. This is, now this blue box sits this way when you buy it, but you don't have room for a receiver, at least I didn't. So I turned the blue box. I mean, it's not spatially oriented, doesn't have to be any, so I just turned it sideways and screwed it back down. It's got screws, there's plenty of wood, and ran my 8-channel Spectrum receiver right there. There's the satellite. I got one antenna actually feeding into the duck, and you can actually see it, and the other one going up like this, so they're at 9 degrees this way. Let's check the battery, unplug that beautiful KM model afterburner. Thank you, KM Models, for the afterburner Ford review. And 26% left. Well, 37, 37, 37, 37, 37, 37. All right, there you go. Well, folks, and Tim and Sager, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being subscribers. I know I feature this plane a lot on the channel, but today, after the day I had yesterday, today was about coming out here and having fun and flying the planes that I want to fly. And I fly anything I want to fly anyways, but when you have planes that have been given to you for a review, you have to put them ahead of your own personal planes. Well, this is my own personal plane. And this thing's what? like 689 or something like that. And whatever the full price is, whatever it was, that's what I paid too. Free Wing and Motion RC do not sponsor planes to anybody, and that's fine and dandy because they put out a good product, and the products to me, they sell themselves. And but I love it. Now, give y'all an update. I've been saying about that F-35, about the 70, that I'm not going to get the F-35C. Well, done a little bit of rearranging of things, looked at a few things, and I am going to get it. I think I can handle it on this field. It's got flaps. Yes, it's fast. Yes, it's big. Yes, it's expensive. And yes, I have to pay 100% of it just like y'all do. But I really want that plane. I really want that plane. That one and that J11, not J11, the Karakoram, the Chinese one, the Red Falcon, whatever. Well, anyways, I'm getting off topic. Well, anyways, thank y'all for watching. God bless y'all. Jesus is Lord. And Tim, Sager, thank you so much for the inspiration. And I'm hoping this jet and the other plane, the Tundra, inspired y'all to stay at it too. It's the best hobby, and it's a great thing to share with your family and your friends, and it's just a share period. God bless y'all. Y'all have a good, and don't forget, stay family and friends. They're really cool jets, and don't forget, don't check out RC Planes with Dad. Bye-bye.